Hey guys, Pete Hickman here. Welcome to PHR Performance on Ohvale UK. A lot of the time we get a lot of questions about how to get into racing. What is Ohvale all about? So I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the bikes and a little bit about the race series here in the UK. So here we have an Ohvale GP0. This is actually our automatic version that we've got here, which we take to a lot of our test days, where riders can come and have a go for the first time. Haven't got to worry about a clutch. Twist and go. This is a 110cc bike. We don't normally race this bike, although we have raced it in the 110 class, but with British mini bikes, which is where all the Ohvale UK official races are run, we run a 110cc class, a 160cc class, and a 190cc class. So this size of bike right here is what we would use in the 110 class for riders from 8 years old to 12. Sometimes we've also had some slightly younger, well-known fast riders at 7 years of age that will be turning 8 in that year, also racing this class, but usually it would be from 8 to 12 years old. Now these bikes have been around for a good few years now. We are actually not bringing these into the country at the minute as a new motorcycle anymore. There's quite a few in the UK that have been used secondhand, and we have quite a few ourselves. So we've been recycling these, trying to keep this as much of a budget class as possible. And usually we'll have one of these bikes available for around the £3,000 mark. And that will be a bike that's able of winning that 110 championship and be able to do it on a budget, which is the whole point of this class. The whole Ohvale ethos is all about trying to go racing on a fair, level playing field without spending a load of money. So moving over from the GP0 110, right here we have the GP0 Evo 160. So the Evo chassis have been around a little while now, for a couple of years in fact, but this is the 2025 version that we have right here. So slightly modified chassis again, engine position slightly different. But this class, this 160cc class, we first introduced it into the UK in 2021. We had over 20 odd riders on the grid. It's part of the FIM World Championship for riders from 10 years to 14 years of age. Been a brilliant little bike, and yeah, great to see these with a new Flow chassis. So the Flow colour here, the fluo yellow, is brand new for 2025, so if you see one of these out, you'll know it's a 2025 spec bike. And finally, the creme de la creme, the GP2, again a 2025 bike, fluorescent orange chassis on this one, or red, whichever way you want to call it. I call it orange. But this GP2 is a 190cc bike, so it's a 4-valve head, 4-speed gearbox, pushing around 24 horsepower at the rear wheel. 12-inch wheel on this bike, whereas the other two previous bikes are 10-inch wheels. Again, part of the FIM World Championship. Ran alongside British mini bikes with Alan Lord. It's been fantastic to see these last year. We had the top three riders go to the final round in MotoGP, rode in front of all them guys. It was absolutely fantastic. But again, on this bike, Brembo calipers, obviously all the triple clamps and all the rear sets, everything's bespoke to these bikes. It's all made in Italy. I actually use these myself for training. So the 190cc class can be ridden by adults as well, but the actual class itself is meant for 12 to 16-year-olds. And again, it's all about progression from the first bike to the last bike, and how we run the championship. Sealed engines all the way through. We're the only people that can actually build these engines in the UK for our racing. That's basically to make sure it all stays nice and fair and as cheap as possible for you guys out there, and to make sure that your rider has an equal chance of winning the race just like anyone else. So the whole ethos with Ohvale is about producing a motorcycle that's not only good but also budget friendly, as much as racing can be budget friendly, to make it fair for everyone. So there you have the three classes that we run in British mini bikes at Ohvale UK. All these bikes are available on our website. Please check them out, have a look. If you have any questions, get in contact with us. We also have a tracks page of all tracks that we know are Ohvale friendly. If there's one on there that one that isn't on there that you know is Ohvale friendly, please send us a message. We'll get it added. And yeah, we want to see more and more people out on these bikes and having fun.